Hi, and welcome to Crypto Cash Army. In this video, I'm going to try to address a question I've been getting a lot lately, and that is, can Harmony One reach a $5 price target in 2021? So let's get into it. Hi, and welcome back. I'm Captain Crypto, and before we get started, I need to say that I repeat, I am not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video should be considered financial advice. I mean, after all, I'm just a grunt with a webcam, and I may or may not have any idea what I'm talking about. So better not listen to me, and always do your own research. If you clicked or tapped on this video to hear the answer to the question of why or if Harmony can reach $5 this year, I will save you some time. No, no, no. I really don't think it can. So if that tidbit of brilliance was all you needed, you really don't need to continue. But if you want to learn why I think Harmony will not reach $5 in 2021, and if you want to find out what a more reasonable and realistic price point for Harmony One looks like, you might want to stick around. Also, if you do stick around for a bit, I'm going to be sharing information on my personal Harmony One holdings and how I got involved with the project. I don't know why, but people seem to want to know that now. So, why don't I think Harmony One will hit $5 this year? I mean, after all, it is one of the biggest gaining tokens of 2021 so far. Yeah, that's true. But there are a couple of reasons I don't think Harmony can reach a $5 price point, at least not this year or in this bull cycle. First, let's take a look at Harmony's market cap. And I'm going to do that here on the Nomics website. Oh, if you're not familiar with Nomics, they're kind of new, only been out since about the first of the year. But I've found that their information and charts and just the way they lay things out is so much better than CoinMarketCap or that lizard site. What's it? CoinGecko. Yeah, that's it. I might just do a video on Nomics. Yeah, that might be good. But anyway, let's take a look at Harmony's market cap. We scroll down on the Nomics page, we'll see that Harmony has a market cap of roughly about $1.5 billion. So that makes it like a smaller mid cap. For me, anything with a market cap between like $1 billion and $10 billion, I consider it to be a mid cap. Anything smaller than 1 billion, small cap. Anything bigger than 10 billion, large cap. Now, you might be saying, oh, but Captain Crypto, coin has such a low coin price right now. It's only what, 15, 16 cents? Harmony One can easily reach a larger market cap. So don't you think it's at least possible that Harmony One can hit $5? Well, let's look a little deeper. If we look at TradingView, and I'm going to go to the daily chart since it's going to be, always zoom out. Things looks much better when you zoom out. We're going to be able to see just how much Harmony's went up. And for all you guys thinking Harmony is slowing down, just look at that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure just how much Harmony's went up since the beginning of the year. So where do I need to start? This looks like about January 1st. I'm going to go there. Make sure I'm in the right place. 1 January, take it all the way up. Now, wow, that's more than I thought. I really haven't looked at this in a while. Since 1 January to the high point, the all-time high back on 29 March, you can see Harmony went up almost 5,500% if we measure to the all-time high. Now, if we measure to our current price point, let's do that. Let's pull it down to about here. We'll see that that is still about a 4,300% gain since just January 1st. So that's a 55x to the all-time high. And even with the price down a little bit, it's still a 43x. So now that we know how much Harmony's increased since the beginning of the year, let's find out how much more Harmony would have to go up to hit a $5 per coin price point. Let's bring this down some so we can see the $5 price point. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And then let's draw another little graph with them. Go up to $5.02. Looks like it needs to go up close to another 2,700% to get to $5 per coin. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, that shouldn't be too hard. It did go up like 5,000% since January, and another 2,500, 2,700, 3,000% should be pretty easy, right? Well, not so fast. As we saw on the nomics site, Harmony's market cap is about 1.5 billion. And that's for the coin price of roughly, what is it now? About 16 cents. Also, look on the nomics site, we can see that Harmony has a circulating supply of about 9.4 billion coins. So market cap is price times circulation. So that means that 16 cents times 9.4 billion coins equals about $1.5 billion market cap. If Harmony is going to hit a $5 price target, it would need to reach a market cap of, I did it earlier, $47 billion. I guess that's not so much in the grand scheme of things, especially if you compare to Bitcoin or Ethereum. Let's do that. Let's go over to the coin market cap site. And we can see Bitcoin has a market cap of about $1 trillion, Ethereum about 240 million. But let's look at, and this is not really fair to compare those two to anything else, at least not right now. At present, only a few coins have a market cap in the 30 to 60 billion dollar range, starting down here with like Polkadot up to Binance. And if we take a look at Binance or BNB, for example, it has a price that's way over $400, but still only has a market cap of about $63 billion. And keep in mind, we said Harmony needed a market cap of about $47 billion to hit $5 per coin. Of course, BNB Binance coin does have a much smaller circulating supply of only about 155 million, thereabout. And as you can see, Cardano, XRP, Polkadot, they all have market caps about or relatively close, where Harmony would need to be to reach $5. Now, is it possible that some of these coins can 2 or 3x their market cap this year? Yeah, sure, maybe it is. But I don't think that anyone thinks any of these coins can 10x this year. That would be just really hard. So if coins in the top 5 or top 10 can't realistically 10x this year, do we really think Harmony can, from its current price point of about 16 cents, well, it fell a little bit, 27x this year? like we said, it had to go up about 2,700% to reach $5, meaning it would have to 27x. I think that's a very, very big stretch. So, Captain Crypto, if you don't think Harmony can go to $5 this year, do you think it will ever make it to $5 or $10 or higher? Absolutely. I absolutely think Harmony will hit very high price targets in the future. Why? Harmony is a fantastic project with a fantastic team and some of the strongest, if not the strongest, fundamentals in the smart contract space. And they already have a proven and working platform. And with that, I'm sure they're going to be a major force in the next few years. In fact, in like 2024 or 2025, I can see Harmony One easily reaching like $10, $20, geez, even like $50 or $100. But for now, in this cycle and during this year, I see Harmony One just having to walk before it can run. So, how much higher or so how high do I think Harmony will go? Okay, but this time instead of just drawing a bunch of squigglies on the charts, a bunch of lines, I think I'm just going to use some history and a crystal ball, kind of, sort of. You can see here, I made this drawing in TradingView earlier today. If we look over here on the left, lower left-hand side of this chart, we'll see that Harmony went on its first major run this year, almost exactly on January 1. And then it went up on this like 600% tear before retracing and going back down about 50%. Now, the run-up lasted 33 days, thereabout. So, essentially a month. And the retracement, or the walk back down, was about 9 days, almost 10 days. Then guess what? It made another run-up, this time about almost 1,000%. And guess for how long? You guessed it, 33 days. And it went down about 50% in, yeah, again, 9 or 10 days. Are you starting to see a pattern here? I am. Which brings us to about where we are now, at about 16 cents. Now, Harmony is starting to come up a little bit. It went down as low as 11 cents a couple days ago. It's sitting at about 16 cents now. So it's slowly starting to creep out. And I fully expect it to go on another run for about a month, maybe 30 days, maybe 33 days. Nothing's exact. Who knows? But now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that if Harmony went up 600%, then 1,000%, it probably can keep doing it. And if it went up essentially 5,500% since the beginning of the year, 2,700% for before Christmas or New Year's should be easy. And although it's went up a lot, Harmony's done it in chunks. Goes up, comes back down about 50%. Goes up, goes back down about 50%. Goes up, come back down. So the last increase, the last run up we had, like at the end of February and the beginning of March, shows 1,000% increase, or 987. Why does my little chart thingy here only have like a 500% increase predicted for this run up, the one we're in now? And yes, we really are in one. But even with a 500% increase, that means we need to do a 5x in this time period. Of course, it can be shorter or longer, but we need to do a 5x before the next retracement, which will follow. I mean, that's just the way it goes. Okay, so with the anticipated run up over the next month or so, and the sure to be retracement. That would give us a price point of about 36 cents, which I have been saying in my last few videos. If you've been following, I said somewhere between 35, 36, 37 cents. And that's after the surge and the retracement. That will, like I said, will for sure follow. Then, if we have the increase again, and we're having this increase because, simply put, the higher the price goes, the less the percentage increase is going to be in the run-ups. But anyway, if we have the increase again, which is also just more sensible, since, like I said, the price is continuing to go higher, I believe we'll see about a 250% increase in the next run-up, and then again about a 50% retracement, which will leave us somewhere in the neighborhood of 65, 75 cents. Then, finally, have again about 125% increase. That will take us to a price of about $1.25 to $1.80. And then, of course, there may be some retracement. And that would take us out essentially to the end of August. Now, if we go back and look at the chart, we'll see that that increase, if we go from right here, we're at $5, let's bring this down to about, if we make it to $1, I'll say $1.75. Go ahead and take it up, $1.80, $1.81. That'll essentially be a 900% increase from our current price point to $1.80. If it goes up to just $1 and sticks around there, that would be about another 500% increase. And that's after retracements and sideways movements and things like that. So anywhere from another 5x to 9x. And like I said, that's until about the end of August. So what about until December or the end of the year? Well, quite frankly, I have absolutely no idea. Just too many things could happen by then. Besides, I really don't see the bull market lasting until the end of the year, at least not for altcoins. And if Bitcoin suddenly takes a big dump, Ethereum and all the other altcoins will probably follow suit. So there's always that risk. So there you have it. My prediction for 2021 for Harmony One is somewhere between $1 and $1.80. If altcoin season does extend a little longer, or it has a second run after a major Bitcoin surge, then perhaps it'll reach $2 or $3, but not probable. But $5, nah, I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't see it happen. I mean, but please, please, please don't misunderstand. I hope I am wrong, and that Harmony does indeed reach $5 or more this full cycle. That'd be sweet, real sweet. Still, I don't think so. Now, on to something I alluded to a little earlier, near the beginning of this video, and that's my personal position in Harmony One. And to be honest, this is something I've been pondering whether I should do or not do, because, well, I don't know. It just seems a little weird, I guess. But since I started making these videos, it seems like everyone and their brother wants to know how much Harmony I own, when I bought it, and what I'm doing with it. So, okay, it's not a big deal, I guess. Here it is. I made a drawing in TradingView earlier, and you can see I've pinned all the dates that I bought Harmony as well, or my sales and my buys, I guess. And if you look at these little pointer thingies, you'll see the red ones are when I bought and the green ones are when I sold. If you count these, you'll see I bought Harmony like 8 times. And that's how many times I bought in. And the green ones show that I've sold some Harmony twice. I started buying Harmony back in November when you could get Harmony for like a third of a cent. And since then, I've made a few more purchases and continued to dollar cost average my Harmony One. If you look at this little yellow text, you'll see some totals or tallies. And I bought about 1,061,000 Harmony One. Now, these are just rough estimates. I didn't put in like exact numbers, but they're really close. And I've sold about 150,000. And I sold at some pretty good price points and took some profits and recouped my investment. And now all my Harmony is essentially free, even after I made a pretty hefty top-up purchase a few days ago at around 14 cents. And in case you're wondering why I went ahead and bought Harmony at 14 cents, those coins are for something special. So I didn't mind spending a little more for those. And besides, I needed the coins kind of quickly and didn't want to disturb my staking. But even after that spend, I am still in the green for real USDT stablecoin balance, profit of about $3,500. So that's not too bad. Over the last 6 months or so, I've also earned about, or a little over actually, about 60,000 Harmony One coins with staking and validating. And I may do a video on that if I get enough requests to let you know how that works and how to earn some pretty good returns with it. So that works out to about 10,000 coins a month from staking, give or take. So after about 3 more months, I should have over 1 million Harmony One coins, even if I don't buy any more. Because after I bought 1 million, sold 150,000, and with my staking, I still have about 970, 975,000. I haven't looked at my staking pool rewards or anything lately, so I'm not sure exactly. So, what am I going to do with my Harmony One? Well, I'm going to keep some for sure. Like I said, I see Harmony in 2 or 3 or 4 years going up much higher, even though I am sure, and you should be aware of this also, that Harmony One's price, just like 99% of the other altcoins, will take an absolute pounding over the next 2 or 3 years. But there will be some excellent buying opportunities then too. But the next Bitcoin halving will occur in 2024. And if you're not familiar with what the Bitcoin halving is, it essentially just cuts the rewards miners get in half every 4 years. That's a big deal. It causes Bitcoin to become more scarce, and it causes the price to raise significantly. Now, the halving will occur in 2024, but the run usually doesn't start until like 6 months to a year after the halving date. So there will be a big halving bull market again, late 2024, and the first 6, 9, 10 months probably of 2025. But although I will hold some Harmony, I will definitely convert some to Bitcoin and move some to savings and other investments. In fact, I made a little spreadsheet here. It's nothing fancy. Just showing what I might do with my Harmony One and how I might divvy up some profits to keep things just moving in a positive direction. So let's look at that. As I said, I bought a little over 1 million Harmony One. I spent like $12,700 total, which gave me an average coin price, because I did buy in early enough to get some really sweet bag deals, of only a little over a penny, like 0.0119 blah 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 cents. I sold 150,000 when prices were pretty good. I was able to recoup my investment, put a few dollars in my pocket, then turn around and buy some more and still have a little cash. Like I said, I've earned about 60,000 coins in rewards. So after buying a million, selling 150,000, now I have about a 970,000 Harmony One. And let's change this to current price is about 16 cents, I guess. That would give me a current position value total of all the Harmony I'm holding now, about $155,000. Now, and we can talk about this in another video because taxes for crypto can be insane. And there's a lot of things, if you're new to the market, don't hide your crypto from the tax people. You're going to get caught, and then you're going to lose any profits you might have thought you were going to save by hiding it. So just don't do it. You're going to pay, depending on how long if you make some good money in crypto, you're going to pay anywhere from like 20, 35, 40%, just depending on where you are. I'm an expat, I live overseas, so I get taxed twice. And I do get some exemptions from the US for living overseas, but this one position will eat up that entire exemption. So it really doesn't help me at all. And if I sell 100% of my Harmony One while it's at 16 cents after taxes, and like I said, the rate will vary depending if you hold it a year or not. If you hold it over a year, you'll pay a lot lower rate, like about 20% capital gains. If you hold it less than a year, you'll pay like the same as your income tax rate, so probably about 35%. And if you say, well, what if I don't withdraw it? What if I just convert it to USDT or a Bitcoin or something else? Doesn't matter. If you convert it, that's taxable also. So after taxes, I would have about $100,000 to $124,000, depending. That's if I sold it all at 16 cents. Now, what happens if that does go to, say, 50 cents? Well, you see things looking pretty. So I do really want Harmony to go way, way up. But I'm okay. My Harmony, like I said, I was able to get in early enough that while I care if Harmony goes up, it doesn't really hurt me if it doesn't. Of course, I would rather make this much than the other amount. Now, as you can see here, from my profits, if it goes up 50 cents per coin after tax, about 300K, I'll buy like, and this at a price of 59,000. I'm not sure exactly what Bitcoin is today. I'll buy like 2.7 full Bitcoin, invest like about 95K in my kids, investments, some gold, some silver, even a little platinum stocks, a little bit of cash. And then for me and my wife, put aside some also. Now, if you're interested, well, in finding these very, very high potential altcoins, it's best to start looking before the bull cycle starts. So I was actually looking at Harmony back in June. I think it was like June or July. I'm not sure exactly. And I came across a couple of articles, and their staking rewards program interested me. But I didn't buy in that time, even though I think the price was even much lower than when I got in. And I kind of put it on the back burner, and I thought, well, it's a project I'm interested in, but I knew I still probably had until like October, November, December before the bull market started really swinging into things. So I kind of and I invested in a few other coins that I'll talk about in some future videos. But then in October, I came across this, or I'm pretty sure it was this article. And I think I saw it like maybe the second week of October or something. I'm not sure. And they're just essentially saying how Harmony was building trustless bridges to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And at that time, I already knew there was some smart contract players trying to bridge Ethereum to help reduce ridiculous wait times for transactions and those super crazy gas fees. Even back then when the price was lower, We thought the gas fees were expensive, and now they're just insane. But once I saw this and I started looking at their team, and I realized, I said, hey, these guys are onto something. So I bought in like $1,000, got like 280,000 Harmony One or something like that. And then a couple days later, I was doing more research on them, became more impressed, and just had a feeling that these guys were doing something special, and that the price was so low. I thought this was a winner, and luckily it has been. And if, like I said, if there's some interest, I will make a video on showing you how to find these types of altcoins, especially in the off season, and how to pick up well-known coins for crazy low prices, because all these coins are going to fall crazily next year, or at the latest a year after. I mean, you don't want to buy them as soon as the bull market ends. You want to give them time to just die, because they will. And if anybody tells you any different, they're deceiving you. Those prices go up, especially altcoins. Altcoins fall on average of like 95, 97%. And that's just history. Look at it if you don't believe me. But anyway, I think I've talked enough. So if you enjoyed this or got something from it, I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll like. I hope you'll share. I enjoy making videos like this, especially, and hope that I can make more, and you guys will support the channel so I can do that. Just subscribe and share so we can grow the channel. But anyway, that's all I got for now. So until next time, this is Captain Crypto signing off. Have a good one. Bye-bye.